Confident readers. Well, I am so happy to see you today. I have been having so much fun sharing all the butterflies with you, and a process called metamorphosis came up in that study of our butterflies. And I thought, I did not write the cards for meta. Somehow I skipped right to mid. So let's back it up because I was going in ABC order. Yeah, I really like to do that. So I figured we would go back to meta and go over these prefixes today. Okay, meta is from a Greek word that means beyond, after, among, or behind, and then it has one more meaning. Can you guess what it is? It's change. And this prefix meta is in all these words today that change into something new. For example, meta, more, assist. Let me try it again. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis is a process of complete transformation. So, for example, in animals, it's a caterpillar turning into a butterfly. That is a complete transformation, totally new, right? In people, it could be more figurative. For example, I'm not going to literally change into a butterfly. Can't do it, right? I can't just magically turn into an airplane. But if I was a soccer player playing in my backyard, unknown to the world, and then suddenly I went off to college and someone discovered I was super talented, and I joined the big league and they found me, I could turn into a superstar soccer player. And that would be my metamorphosis into a soccer player that's a superstar. Did I actually change who I am? No. It's just more figurative about how you grow as a person, and your skills, and your abilities, and your fame, and all sorts of things. So, again, metamorphosis has to do with a complete transformation. You'll kind of see this sometimes on those shows that are like complete makeover, and like they grab some random stranger out the street and they're like, hey, let's give you a makeover, and they cut their hair and they put on makeup and yada yada, and then a whole new outfit, and then this woman comes out and she looks completely different than when she started. That's a metamorphosis. She's still the same person, she just changed a lot about herself. Well, next one. This has to do with chemical reactions in the body cells that change food into energy. This one is going to be tricky because it doesn't say meta here. It actually has a different intonation. So listen to it. Metabolism. Metabolism. Have you ever heard that word before? I've heard people say, like, oh, you have a really fast metabolism. Like for someone that doesn't gain weight really fast, and they'll say, oh, you have a really fast metabolism. They think that that person is breaking down food faster, right? Or metabolism can have to do with how you break down food. Like how do you metabolize certain foods and how those foods react in your body. Kind of cool. This is a great conversation for parents and adults to have with their kids about grow food versus junk food, right? Grow food is like meats and veggies and dairy products. And then junk foods are more like chips, donuts. Grow foods do really well for your metabolism because your body cells are going to change that food into good energy. But when you eat junk food, you're just giving your body like a good taste. Like, oh, that tastes really good, but it's not doing much to give you good energy, make your brain work well, or make your body feel good. So go easy on the junk food. We all love our donuts. I love my chips. But I gotta eat my grow food too. By the way, do you know what a cell is? A cell is the building blocks of your body. For example, if you look at my fingernails have fingernail cells, right? And your fingernails are hard, right? Versus your skin, or epidermis, that's a fancy word. Your skin has different kinds of cells. So every part of you is made up of cells. Even my lips and my teeth and my nose and my eyeballs, everything is made up of cells. And inside your stomach, you have cells that help break down food. So that has to do with the process of metabolism. All right. We're learning some pretty cool words. We're back to the meta. Okay, this one is actually pronounced meta. Metaphysics. Metaphysics is a philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time, and space. Metaphysics is something that you'll get into in your coursework as you get older, but a great example is there's always a debate like, how did the world start? And what were the building blocks of the world? And how did it begin? What time did it occur? Where in space? Blah, blah, blah. This is all metaphysics, and it's a philosophy and has to do with science and theory and questioning. And that's the whole purpose of science, right? Asking questions and determining things through experiments. Pretty cool. Metaphysics will be something really interesting for you to look into. Next one is a figure of speech. Okay, let's try it. Meta. Did you do that part? Metaphor. Metaphor. A metaphor is a figure of speech, a word or phrase applied to an object or action which is not literally applicable. For example, he was a lamb among wolves. Is the boy actually a lamb? No. Are those mean people actually wolves? No. The author is writing this to say he's like a lamb. He's so innocent, right? This is a little bit different from similes because similes say like or as. So they would say he was as innocent as a lamb, right? Versus here, with a metaphor, the author might say he was a lamb among wolves, right? Okay, here's another one. A girl going to prom, right? Her mom might say, my daughter was a beautiful butterfly. Is she actually a butterfly? No, the mom is just comparing her to a butterfly to say just how beautiful and glorious she looked. So metaphors can be used in all sorts of literary work, including poetry, fiction. I wonder if they could use it in nonfiction. Nonfiction tends to stick more with like factual, scientific, but metaphors can be really a great tool for authors to paint a really good picture for readers about what they're trying to say. And last one of my favorite ones because it has a fun surprise for you. All right, let's look at it. Metamorphic. Okay, metamorphic. Let's try it again. Metamorphic. Metamorphic. Metamorphic is anything that is marked by metamorphosis. Okay, so basically change, right? And change into something new. Have you ever been to someone's house or maybe a fancy restaurant and have like beautiful bathrooms and you go in there and have granite countertops? Granite is like this really beautiful stone. It's smooth. Sometimes that sparkles. Okay. Metamorphic rocks are rocks that when you put two or more rocks together with heat and pressure, they combine to make a new rock. How cool is that? Granite is a metamorphic rock. Do you know what two stones it's made out of? It's made out of limestone and dolomite. I did not know that. I was looking up this definition and that was the example they gave and I thought, that is so cool. I thought granite was just granite, you know, the original rock. It's not. It's a metamorphic rock. And this metamorphic rock has two rock bases that when they're combined with heat and lots of pressure, they turn into a metamorphic rock called granite. Well, I hope you learned something. I definitely did. This has been fun for me. Let's go through these really quickly. Remember, we're doing meta, and this means change, beyond, after, among, or behind. Okay. I'm going to give you a minute for each word. Start with meta. Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis. Changing from a caterpillar to a butterfly. Try that, okay? Metabolism. Breaking down food. This is the study of time and space, blah, blah, blah. Metaphysics. Very cool. Area of philosophy. Figure of speech. He was as beautiful. Wait, she was as no, that's a simile. She was as beautiful as a butterfly is a simile. She was a beautiful butterfly is a metaphor. Let's do it together. Metaphor. And last one. When two rocks get together, make a new rock because they were put under heat and pressure. Metamorphic rock. Well, Confident Readers, you've been awesome. You've worked hard. I'm proud of you. You deserve, I don't know, an ice cream cone. So here you go. Whoop! I hope you have a great day. Thank you for joining me. If you haven't been following the Butterfly Adventure, check out my videos. They're just fun. And it's a great example of this word. What is it? Metamorphosis. I'll see you at the next one.